25.
Well, we've just had 2 6-0s, and the sure bet that this will not be a 6-0 either way. There'll be at least 10 legs in this game.
Yeah, not a bad shout, that one. Ian White coming into this as the seeded player. Ronnie Baxter had to come through the first round and did so by beating Raymond van Barneveld, the 5-time world champion, and beat him pretty convincingly as well, 6-2. He only averaged 90 and a bit, but he hit 5 180s along the way.
Outside the 25.
Well, the Diamond just struggling to find his target as they throw for the ball. Well, they both are.
Well, a little bit of the old grey stuff coming in Ronnie Baxter's hair there. And well, Ian White wouldn't want me to mention how much grey hair he had.
I think he'd be grateful to just have a bit more grey hair.
Well, I think we better talk about something, because it could take a long while to find out who's going to win this bull tie.
Well, someone's got to hit at least a 25 at some point, you would think.
Well, I think Russ Bray, our caller, just said that's outside the M25, that one, Ronnie.
Well, I think we'll be tossing a coin at this rate. Hey, a 25.
I guarantee Ian's going to hit the 25 now. Guaranteed. Well, if you're at home and you want a cup of tea, perhaps now is the time to go and get that cuppa.
Well, we said this game wouldn't go 6-0. It wouldn't be a 12-minute job like Michael Vac. We thought it wouldn't take 12 minutes to decide who throws first.
Would you believe it? We finally found out who's going to throw first. No, it's not the end of the game. They've just found out who is going to throw first, and that's Ian White. He couldn't hit a 25 or a bull, but he can certainly hit the treble 20.
125.
Yeah, good start from Ian White there. What has Ronnie Baxter got? Oh, not so bad himself.
137.
Why did they make such a meal of that 25?
Just getting the dodgy darts out of the way so we can have some top quality stuff for the next few legs. As Ian White looks to fill it up.
130.
Narrowly missing out on a maximum. We talked about how solid Ian White's starts have been. It was exemplified in the World Championships. He pretty much averaged 98 from the very first dart he threw in the tournament, right until he was eventually knocked out
61.
by Simon Whitlock, and he came very, very close to making it through to the semi-finals. Came back from 3-0 and 4-1 down, only lost 5-4 in the end, gave Whitlock a real fright.
Well, in the trade, Dan, you know, on the tour events and whatever, you know, no one likes playing this guy. He is very consistent, doesn't bottle it, you know, and he's one of those players like Baxter that play their own game. You know, it doesn't matter what you do on the hockey. There's certainly gamesmanship. I'm not going to upset these two. You know, you could try and slow them down, you try and speed them up, you can do a song and dance, and they'll just put the foot to the hockey and throw their darts.
Yeah, you reckon a bomb could go off and it wouldn't knock Ian White out of his stride. Double top he wants for a 15-dart leg to start up the match, and there it is. And we talked about solid darts. Doesn't come much more solid than that. A flat 100 average on a 1-0 lead for the Diamond.
Well, Ian White, we first got to know Ian when we run the News of the World many, many years ago. The final was at Aston Villa, and he lost to Phil Taylor in the final. And then went missing for a little while, done his own thing, but since he's come back taking the game serious, earning himself a nice few quid on the tour now. So a good life for him.
135.
Yeah, certainly money to be made. Did manage to make it to a semi-final of one of these European Tour events. In the last one out, actually, was beaten by Mervyn King, who then went on to play Michael van Gerwen in an absolutely scintillating final. Mervyn with a bad back through 107 average, van Gerwen 111.
140.
Probably the highest quality final we've seen on the European Tour to date. Maybe we'll get one even better this weekend. And maybe one of these two will be there.
Well, it's all brewing up nicely, isn't it? You know, for the next round. You know, Van Gerwen, Taylor, Lewis. The winner of this one.
133.
Yep. Still got some perhaps wild cards in there as well. Bunting, Michael Smith, as Ronnie Baxter has a 15 dart leg of his own, taking out 72. So the first two legs, both won in 15 darts. And Ian White is back in the treble 20 again. Look at that, at
180.
Well, no one as yet has had a dart at the double for the 9. And, well, it isn't going to happen in this leg. But Ian White won't be thinking about that 9 dart leg. All he's thinking about is actually winning the leg.
Yeah, and he's in a good position, but here comes Ronnie Baxter. Narrowly missing out. Ian White does know what it takes to go on and win PDC ranking events. He's won a couple of them. Oh, it could be another 180, second of the leg.
120.
Following Ronnie Baxter's lead in pulling that one into the 5. But a very healthy lead that Ian White has in this leg.
140.
And it could be a 12 darter. 82 left, so well, he's gone for the bullseye.
Well, he will return. He'll only get 2 darts of the double instead of the 3. He was going for that 25 with the second dart. The 25-17 leaves you double top. So Ronnie's just tapping him on the shoulder there, saying, you know, you miss it, I'm still around. Oh, now he's only going to get 1 dart at a double. Double 16 for Ian White, and he's let Ronnie Baxter in now. Will Ronnie go for the 51, treble 17, or the 25 and bullseye?
Well, he went
Still
for the ball.
don't know.
Yeah, went for the ball. He's only at the 13, so he's not got himself a shot there, Ronnie Baxter. And that's a missed opportunity. He may have only got a shot at the bullseye. It's a missed opportunity. Is Ian White just going to make him pay for that? Yes, he is. So 2-1 to the man from Stoke. A place against Vincent van der Voort in the 3rd round awaits. That's after van der Voort knocked out Robert Thornton in just the 3rd match of the afternoon. Did it 6-3 as well. That's Robert Thornton, the same guy who last weekend managed to win one of these tournaments. Not a European tour, but a ranking event on the Players' Championship.
60.
Yeah, starting to get his form back is Vincent. Another one of those players that suffered with back trouble over the years,
134.
as most people do at 6'6".
Well, not a great deal gentle about him when he's on stage.
58.
Charges around the place.
42.
Well, they both started this game absolutely flying, but it's gone off the boil a bit now.
Yeah, scruffy leg this one.
41.
Very scruffy. One more game to come for you this evening, and it's a guy who usually saves his best for European events. Simon Whitlock as Ronnie Baxter finds his first maximum of the match. And after, well, he said it was a scruffy leg, he's still on for a 14 darter now, thanks to that maximum. Just tidying things up is the rocket.
134.
But a good visit from White, but all the time in the world from Ronnie Baxter to close this out. Moves across just to get out of the way of that flight. Has to come down for double 10 here. Takes it out. 15 darter. So 2 apiece. 4 legs won, all on the throw. And all of them in 15 or 16 darts.
Yes, there we have it. 2 15s for Ronnie Baxter, 15 to 16 for Ian White.
54.
So a very tidy game at the moment. Ian White, though, not the greatest of starts from the leg. Really lucky there, White, that Baxter didn't really punish him.
These two have met 7 times before. Baxter shades it 4-3. Won the most recent meeting in March of the Players' Championship, won it 6-2. Also beat him in the European Tour event 6-5 back in October. That would have been Veldhoven. 740, a lot better for me and White there. Just gets his nose in front. Fantastic work from Ronnie Baxter. As good as a maximum. Doesn't get him down to a finish though, so Ian White knows 2 trebles here. There's one of them.
His advantage still to Baxter though, Dan. He's going to get 6 darts possibly from 169. Well, he certainly is now. So that 177 has really set it up for him. Now's not a time to have a visit without a treble though. You've got to go 19s. And he's done exactly that. You know, it's so frustrating as a dart player. He's a great scorer to put you in a prime position and then you can't hit another treble.
100. What do you require? 107.
Well, this is a chance. 90 left. Treble 18 for double 18.
92.
A missed opportunity.
72.
It's Ian White. He may only get 1 dart at a double. That leaves him 60. Stays where he is. Needs to avoid the flight. Does so expertly. Double top for Ian White. Re-establishes his 1 leg lead. But Ronnie Baxter, well, he had a chance there.
Yes, I mean that was an 18 dart leg of White, so Ronnie would have thrown 15 darts. And if you're going to break someone's throw in a competition like this, you're going to have to do it in 15 and under. And there's the averages. Baxter winning those averages, but finds himself 3-2 down.
And look at that, 75% on the checkouts. Such an important one to hit it with that last dart as well. That 72, he only had 1 dart at a double, made it count. It's not where he wants it to be, just below the treble 20, but he managed to get 1 in there anyway.
Well, there's that angle. It shows you the level of the darts sitting in the dartboard. And the darts that sit up, if they miss it, they want it just above the treble. And there we have Ian White's, and like that, he needs that dart above the treble, so that was a perfect first dart if he's going to miss. Where Phil Taylor and the likes of him and Justin Pipe, if they're going to miss the treble, they want it laying just below. Now Ronnie, he doesn't swap very often off the top of the board. but that was a masking dart.
Again, below where he wanted to be, Ian White, but he's come down for the 57s and done so brilliantly. And that gives him a chance here, because 150 is a big ask. Well, 90. He stayed there, and probably wise thinking it was a good lie for his first dart. Would have left him double 15 if he'd found the treble again. But Ian White only needs to find one treble to get himself a shot at a double here. That is not the treble he wants, but it's still alive. Treble 19 for tops.
88.
Well, Baxter looking at treble 10, and you feel he needs this treble 10 to give him 2 darts at the double. He's gone for treble 18. That leaves him double 8. And that's the reason he went that way. Prefers that double 8, but that's a great clean kill for Ronnie Baxter. 3 legs apiece here in the penultimate game of the German Masters on the Saturday night. Second round matches. This is where all the big guns come in, all the seeds, and we've had a good few of them sent packing.
We certainly have. We certainly have, as Ronnie Baxter has to make do with a 140. Yeah, the likes of Robert Thornton, Justin Pipe, Andy Hamilton, Mervyn King, all of them going home. We'd already seen Raymond van Barneveld knocked out in round 1. Wasn't a seeded player, but certainly one of the biggest names around. Fell at the hands of this man here, Ronnie Baxter.
55.
Disappointing visit and surrendered the initiative there, so Ian White still looking to hold his throat. Great stuff, not for the first time on the treble 19s for Ian White. And the longer this game goes on following this pattern, the more important that protracted throw for the ball at the start of the match could well be.
Yes, you always want them first 3 darts if it goes to the decider. Well, Ian White leaves himself 82. May only get 1 dart at double top, so a 140 here from Baxter. Yeah, after that first dart, you know, he had to hit another treble. Got a 113, so he's not that far away, and he's gone and missed a 74. Mate, well, that's a mistake from Ian White not to get a shot at a double from 82, so he's opened the door for Ronnie Baxter, 113. Got to go the treble 20 route as Ronnie.
Well, treble 1, so he's still alive, but he's hit the single one. 4 scored ain't going to help you, Ronnie.
23.
Well, it's those half chances that can turn the tide in games. And Ian White doesn't need asking a second time. He takes a 4-3 lead. And once again, Ronnie Baxter got himself an opportunity to break the white throw, wasn't able to take it.
Yes, both the last 2 legs of Ian White's throw, Ronnie Baxter's hit a big score to give himself a chance and just not taking it. And there we have the stats. In a pretty tidy game of darts. 4 over the level 15s is Ian White, and 2 over is Ronnie Baxter on the winning legs. Obviously, the averages will tell a different story on the legs they haven't won, and there we have it. And the first 9 average is not up where you would expect these 2 players.
Yeah, there's been a few in the treble 5 and the 1. When really when these 2 are really firing, you can have another 20 points on those first 9 averages.
34.
Now, Well, important last start for Ronnie Baxter there. But a big 140 here. Or maybe even better from Ian White. And suddenly, the game is changing. A second maximum for Ian White. He is sat on a double for a 13-darter. Baxter may have to take this out. Needs the treble. Has it. Ronnie Baxter to save the leg and just a whisker away.
Well, White hasn't missed the double top. He wants double 12 now for a breaker throw and to go one away from a win. 3 clear dart to the double. What a crucial leg that was for Ian White. Let Ronnie Baxter off. Now double 8. And hits it.
Well. Ronnie Baxter surrendered a couple of chances to break the Ian White throw. Ian White hits a big score of his own to get 3 clear darts at a double and never really worried it. So it's another leg. It's a holder throw. But Ian White kicks off with a 177.
Well, a good return from Baxter. I think that's just low on the treble. And again we see it, a big score hit and then a visit without a treble.
Well, this could make Ian White think. Could make him think quite a lot. 180 number 2 for Ronnie Baxter. Well, he's got himself down to a finish. It is a big one, but Ronnie Baxter knows. Oh, look at this. Look at this from the Rockets. Fantastic work, back-to-back 180s. And maybe that is the moment that determines the outcome of this game.
It's ironic. Ian White, 3 clear darts at double 12 to go 5-4 up against the throw. And now it's Baxter with darts at the double to break the throw of White, and does exactly that. And you have to say, Dan, if Ronnie goes on and wins this leg, then 3 darts he missed at double 12 has cost him the match.
What a will this has been. Oh, well, look at this, Ronnie. He's hitting overdrive here. He'd threatened to do that a couple of times previously on the White throw. He'd bought himself chances and spurned them. And then for all the world, it looked like White was going to punish him. 3 darts at double 12. He'd have fancied him to hit one of them. But it's all going a little bit wrong now for the Diamond. And Ronnie Baxter, having beaten Raymond van Barneveld in the first round, is looking to get rid of one of the seeded players.
Well, we talk about having great legs on your throw to close a match out. And this is pretty good from Baxter after 6 darts. Only wanting 227, and that's a good guide to find the treble 20 from there.
55.
Well, Ronnie Baxter hasn't got down to a finish, but he's got 190 points nearly on Ian White.
140.
So Ronnie Baxter, 6 darts from here minimum. A 140 would be absolutely perfect for him. Oh well, he's making hard work of it. The finishing line is getting closer for Ronnie Baxter, but it's not getting closer as quickly as he'd wish. And here comes Ian White. There is life in this game yet.
What do you require? 129.
129 for Ronnie Baxter. Treble 20 for bullseye. He's hit the treble 20 bullseye for the match.
104.
1 match dart for Ronnie Baxter.
You require 85.
Can Ian White punish him? 85 needed to level the match. He may only get a dart at bullseye. Can he hit where Ronnie Baxter missed? And yes, he can! Ian White! We are going all the way here.
11.
85 on the bullseye, and after 8 legs, where everybody held their throw, Ronnie Baxter breaks. That's followed by a break back from Ian White.
You can see Ronnie Baxter behind the shoulder of Ian White there cursing himself. The first 6 darts of that leg were unbelievable, brilliant. But then the next 9, absolutely nothing, and he's let Ian White right back in this match. And now the advantage is with White.
Yeah, he should have had more than just 1 dart at the bullseye for the match there. And right now, Ian White has come back from the brink. 43 ahead plus these.
He was dead and buried, Dan, wasn't he? After 6 darts of that last leg, he what was he, 190 points behind, with Baxter coming to the board.
Yeah. And a ton 40 there, and so look, Ronnie's gone to pieces here. Ronnie has gone to pieces, and Ian White, he just plods on, doesn't he? Gets on with things. It doesn't matter if he's 200 ahead or 200 behind. He just keep plugging away and plugging away, and it's a 96.4 average. It's another, he's winning games of darts, legs in 16 darts pretty much, round about there.
16.
And he does it consistently, and unless you go out and play some very good stuff yourself, Ian White is going to beat you. And he's going to stay on the treble 20 there, and he's going to set this up absolutely perfectly. 120 scored, 41 left, big 9 for double 16. And he's coming back looking at a 13 darter, and after having to survive a match dart from Ronnie Baxter, Ian White has clawed his way back into this, and he's on the brink of the 3rd round. Double 80 once. Well, he's busted it, but that's not the end of the world, to be honest. Especially when Ronnie's got 300 more points to make up. Well, he's not even going to be on a finish.
16. Required 32.
Well, Ian White can consider himself a little bit fortunate. He's got out of jail in this one. But we called it before it started. If you don't take your chances, he will plod right past you.